Hi, my name is James. I'm from Carlisle, originally from Glasgow. I'm 24. I work full-time as a cellar manager at Outrageous Carlisle nightclub. However, I'm more famously known for something else. I am the hostess, Miss Crème BruLay of Outrageous nightclub. Getting into drag started off as a birthday night out, and it just became a laugh. You get the attention, you can play with it as well. Drag for me is both performance, it's entertainment, and it's a job as well. But it's also part of my life, and it takes over your home life, it takes over your spare time as well. So at the end of the day, it's almost a life choice. Learning the art of drag is a bit of a challenge, basically because you put so much of your time and your effort into it. When it comes to makeup, it's all art form, and that's why I don't do the same makeup each time that I'm working. A lot of my makeup is based on my mood as well, and recently I've been going through quite a dark stage, so people have noticed I'm wearing a lot of darker colours and experimenting that way. But with clothes and how I walk, it's all a performance, and people might sort of see me like with closed eyes or looking quite mean, but inside I'm smiling. I'm probably just having a wee little laugh with people. I first started out as Duchess McQueen, and then it became Duchess Von de Kock, basically because I loved Dita Von Teese. However, when I moved to Blackpool and working down there, they told me they didn't like my name. They didn't like to pronounce it. I thought of it for a while and came up with Crème BruLay. Basically, because of this character, I am quite hard on the top, but at home I'm just soft, I'm just gentle, and I just want to snuggle. Making it easier for me to perform is my mother's fault. She got me into performing since I was 3.5, from stage shows, for dancing, singing, acting, and ever since then I've always been a performer. When I first started out in drag, I started buying my clothes just off the rack, and nowadays I tend to still buy them off the rack but alter them. And I'm also having a costume made for me, and it'll be my first costume to be made for me by a good friend of mine who's currently designing costumes for Lady Gaga. Becoming a drag queen, you're creating two different personalities. Crème is a completely different character from myself in the fact of she's more outgoing, she talks to everyone. I mean, even trying to flirt with a guy, I will close up within myself, and basically it's been a long time since I've been in a relationship because with Crème, she ruined my last relationship, and it was quite difficult because once you've created two different personalities, you're trying to switch off from one and then switch on another, and especially after work, you find it hard to switch off. I mean, yeah, take the makeup off and just relax and chill out, but you've got like a lot more with that, and it's why I take quite a long time to get ready as well, is because I'm building this character up, and it's not, you can't just switch on and off. One of the best experiences I've had with my last partner, who's helped and supported me but couldn't stand Crème. He was outside the club one night and talking to a girl. And when they found out that he was my partner, she turned around to him and says, "Oh, do you love Crème BruLay?" And he says, "No." And I was upstairs getting dressed at the time. And as I came down the stairs, he says, "That's the guy I'm in love with." And it was just one of the sweetest things. It still gives me goosebumps. But he's seen two different personalities. He's seen the two characters, and when I was dressed as Crème, he tended to sort of stay out my way, because otherwise I'd have just been a nasty bitch to him, basically. But he knew that I'm quite a shy person, so he preferred that side of me. People do tend to assume that I am gay. People shouldn't assume that, because there is plenty of drag queens out there that are straight. At the end of the day, it's a job. It's like straight guys becoming hairdressers. You don't go in and assume that they're gay. Drag can have barriers. It can have diversity with people and reactions from people. A lot of straight guys, especially manly straight guys, they don't like it because all they see is some guy in a dress ready to touch their cocks, or they just think that, you know, they're gods, that these people want them. But it's not like that at the end of the day. For us, it's a job.
Give it kisses, don't you worry, it doesn't bite. I just love a great orgasm, and though it's true I always get laid.
The difference between a drag queen and a transsexual: a drag queen dresses up for a job. They're here and they will entertain people. But a transsexual, they do it for a way of life. They feel psychologically that they are a woman trapped inside a man's body, or a man trapped inside a woman's body. And then you've also got cross-dressers, transvestites, that just do it for sexual pleasure, that's just in their bedroom. And that's not me. I am a drag queen. I do this for a job. Once 4 o'clock in the morning hits, I'm back to a man, and I go about my daily life, and I'll butchly walk down the streets of Carlisle. Telling my parents that I did drag for work was almost impossible. With my dad being part of the church, he's a minister up for the Church of Scotland. I mean, even just coming out to him was a hard experience for me. And I almost never had to say that I was a drag queen, because he was down at my house one day, and there was a photo of my first night out in drag on the mantelpiece, and he just turned to me and says, "I think you should hide that." And I knew then that I wasn't going to be telling my dad. With my mum, she became more of aware of it, in the fact of when she came round to my house, there'd be a fur coat hanging up, and she would say, "Who's that?" And we would always say, "Oh, it's so-and-so's, she's left it here for after a night out." But then she became more of aware of it, and she came into the bar one night, and she doesn't know how to react to it, but I'm glad that she knows now, because now she sends down dresses and random bits of makeup that she thinks that I need. I don't dress all the time as Crème BruLay, because it is hard work, and at the end of the day, I don't want to be Crème, because I want to be Crème. I love Crème. There is a lot of consequences from doing drag, especially after the weekends. I just literally can't walk. I will lie in bed for a while, and I'll start putting my feet onto the floor, and then it's a bit like jelly. And especially after the weekends, is have a lot of bruises with how tight the bras are, because you need tighter bras in order to lift all your chest fat up. And with tucking, you spend most of the night peeing a lot, and it's quite painful to start off with, but you get used to it. I mean, they're not bad consequences, but they're workable. When it comes to feeling comfortable, especially within myself, psychologically, I'm more comfortable as myself. I love Crème. She's almost a bit like a child to me, and I make sure that she's always going to be comfortable. I mean, there's times I don't, when I've got like a full-sized corset on and metal ribs sticking into me. But there's no point in being a mincing little queen with all the patter, but unable to switch off. And this is what I'm saying with dual personalities, is you are creating a second personality, and if you can't switch off, one personality will take over the other. I mean, my partner couldn't stand living with a drag queen 24/7. How's your friends going to react every time that they see you? And that's only on small doses. Anyone can be a drag queen if they want to put the work into it. It is a lot of work from your spare time getting ready. I mean, my personal experience is taking 2 hours to get ready, and that's off the clock. Making costumes off the clock. My main advice for them is make sure you can make the time for it. Also, find yourself a drag mother, someone to take you under their wing, who can show you the ropes, teach you the unwritten rules. They're hard to explain, and you can only ever find them out if you do something wrong and your drag mother's not there. And don't try and step on anyone else's toes. I love doing drag in Carlisle because when I moved here there wasn't really much of a scene. And as this venue, Outrageous, has opened, you're beginning to find it's becoming more open. There's more diversity now in Carlisle. And I love being here, just watching it grow. My ultimate goal has to be just having a stage show with dancers and full-blown routines and just touring it about. But I do want to stay based in Carlisle because I've been here for 7 years and I have watched the club itself grow. So I couldn't see myself moving to another club and taking over somewhere else because here I feel like I'm able to do something within the community, whether it's charity events or just helping people understand what a drag queen is.